Hi all, welcome in. Okay, so I have some channeled messages. For people that have been watching my videos, I did have a look into the I Ching yesterday, but I still need more time to go over it a bit more because it's a lover's I Ching, one of the ones I was looking at, and it's more you have to ask a question, and if I ask that for everyone, then it probably won't be right, and I don't want you getting misguided. So I'll see if I can look into just the normal I Ching. Okay, so I'll just give you an overview. These cards came out on the pre-shuffle, and they pretty much sum up the whole message. Okay, so we have chaos, God's wrath. So that is happening right now, and people can sense it. You can sense it. The opposition can sense it, and it's happening. Okay, lightning is specific. Passage, that you are walking through a passage, you're getting ready to fly. Pretty much success is your birthright, and knowledge, a higher knowledge. So coming through, like there's a lot of messages coming through, and the need to pay attention to them. I also got you're sailing into freedom, I'm getting from that card too, and swans are significant. So if you have a twin flame, they may be coming in, or a new love may be coming in. Take that if that resonates for you. But there's something about sailing away to distant lands sort of thing as well. Okay, all right, so the first thing I got was a pathway to magic. So the pathway, moving into a pathway of magic, making fairy magic. So you're making magic, or that's that strong urge to connect to fairy magic as well. So maybe even look up fairy magic. I didn't look up fairy magic, but that may be significant. I'm getting drawn a lot to Aries and fairies. Aries, okay, Aries may be significant. I meant to say angels. So Aries could be, maybe you're an Aries, maybe someone you know is an Aries. Okay, and then the song that was coming in was Glory, Glory to the newborn King. You know that Jesus, the gospel song. So it sings in there, what a wonderful child. So I think they're talking about you. Hope and joy we bring. Won't you listen to the angels sing? So that sort of gives me the connecting to the divine, connecting to the angels. Feel the love and joy and hope that they're bringing to you right now. Have courage and focus was coming through. Also birds were coming through. I was getting lots of birds. Also while I was doing the reading, the birds, I have 2 magpies that have now taken over my front yard, which I'm getting attached to, I suppose. I like magpies. But I did have some crows that were set up residents here before that, and over here in Australia it's magpie season, which means they're highly territorial of their land. It's breeding season, so they swoop and that. So they were fighting with a crow, but I got pretty much chasing away the darkness, like, because the crow's dark, even though I don't think of them as darkness, but chasing away, like standing firm on your ground, standing your ground, standing up for your rights, maybe standing up for your peace. Okay, so that coming through, because I also did get deception, mistrust, misdeeds coming through. They're coming to the forefront for all to observe. So there could be a truth being revealed about a deception, a mistrust, and a misdeed. And then the dogs were barking and going off at that time. So maybe the opposition's also trying to distract you, or your dogs could be warning you of a misdeed or a deception as well. And I got deterrent. So they're deterring you from something. They're trying to distract you from something. They're trying to isolate your gifts too. I was getting isolation of your gifts. So so it was also coming through later to, you know, about what are they called? The things you wear, amulet. So maybe wearing an amulet, a protective amulet, you know, bracelets that protect you as well, like writing sigils on the body. So maybe getting a tattoo if you don't want a tattoo, or whatever. You could draw, even just drawing sigils on your body would be another way of protection, but it's highly, you know, protecting yourself right now, because pretty much the opposition's going down. These karmics that have done ill will to you, God's wrath is coming through, so they're going to be going through their karma, and you are coming into a prosperous new time. So they're trying to block your gifts, trying to stop you from rising. So yeah, you don't need to be worried because you're protected, but it is still good. So, you know, because it may affect your aura, you know, your ability to manifest and stuff. So you just need to keep your vibration high, and keep manifesting and keep moving forward, and not letting things distract you and that. So a little bit of extra protection wouldn't hurt, wouldn't go astray. So I was getting awestruck with the collective. So maybe you're awestruck, and I got angels around you. So you may be awestruck, you may be shocked by something, maybe seeing an angel. I sort of got them with the angels around you. Maybe the veil, which was coming through as well later, will be lifting, or you'll be able to see through the veil more. Your gifts will be increasing, so you may be sensing the angels around you, or like even sensing them or feeling them or seeing them, or you know, even in your peripherals and stuff, you could be seeing spirits or angels around you. Okay, then I got totally onto a different I got taken on in a different direction. I got the word calendula come through, and I was saying it wrong, and I was like, oh, what is this word? I know this word. And then I typed it in to YouTube, and calendula, the herb, the essence, the flower was coming through, and I was like, okay, we're taking back down the route of herbs today. So herbology, or aromatherapy, or Ayurvedic, what is it called? Ayurvedic. So using herbs, okay, for healing and stuff. So healing may be significant to you as well. So that was coming through. This is a very powerful herb, and it actually grows here in Australia as a weed. So, but if you're going to pick it here, just be careful that you're not picking it from somewhere where they could have been sprayed with pesticides and stuff. To be safe, it probably would be best to actually order it from somewhere, or even if there's a place that grows it, or growing your own plant or something of it. Okay, so you can, I've forgotten the word, so you can propagate it. Okay, so it can be for muscle spasms, which can help with PMS, which can help with your menstrual flow and stuff, to help bring on the menstrual flow, so you don't go through as much pain. It helps with the inflammation, because this herb does help with inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory, an antifungal, an antimicrobial, an antioxidant, and an antifungal. So, oh my God, it is like as they say, it's the, what did I say? The power, it incorporates the power of the sun, and it encapsulates vitality, warmth, hope. Even for in the darker stage. It's also an anti-aging, it's like serum. You can make a poultice, well, not a poultice, what is you can make things up for your skin anyway. And it's linked to the goddess of love, to Freya. Yeah, so it's called the healer herb. Okay, so no wonder, because it's amazing. It fights free radicals, so it actually helps with cancer treatment. So if you're going through cancer treatments, it's good for pain relief for that, and actually fighting against the cancer. because of its antioxidant qualities, but it also has some other things that that fight free radicals, and free radicals fight like cancers and diseases in the body. It's good for wound healing, for burns, for eczema, for rashes, for diaper rash. I was getting tattoos then, so maybe it's also good for, you know, when you get a tattoo, because it helps healing and infections and stuff, pain alleviation in inflammation. So yeah, maybe I think that's why I got tattoo, why I was given tattoo. For gum inflammation as well, for mouth ulcers, for any ulcers on the body, it's good. Like, you could make a mouthwash for it. Helps tissue growth and speeds healing. You can do it. You can get it in oil form. You can make a compress. You can get an ointment. You can get it in capsules. You can get it in tea. You can use it for a dye. You can dye clothes with it, and you can also garnish your food with it. So garnish salads and cakes and that too. So what I read that you do is you cold infuse the calendula flowers in organic oils. So if you want to use it if you want to make an oil, so leave it in the oils, and then cold fuse. I don't know how long, you'd have to search this up, and then filter out the flowers, and you can enjoy the oil. Or you can put it in tea. You know, you can get one of these things. They're really good. It's a tea infuser. And this thing's really good too. It's like you put a candle in there, and it keeps the tea hot for how long? A couple of hours. Like, as soon as the candle goes out, it starts to cool. So however long your candle is, that's only a short burning one. I think 3 hours. Yeah. So it increases energy, decreases cramping, helps with vision. So it also helps with the vision. I didn't really look into that to see how. Anti-aging, collagen promoting. So, you know, you can make it into like a butter or whatever, and use that on your face. But just be careful with the oils, like if you're prone to breakout and stuff. But it also helps with that as well, acne. Okay, so, and the dried, they said to me, the dried flowers are best used in summer, fresh in winter. Okay, so... and then I got Medicine Woman, Sacred Being, Gifted One. Open up to these gifts that you already possess and transform the lives of many with the use of herbal tinctures. Promote healing in many ways. You are the healer and need to try and refine such techniques to assist others to heal naturally. Okay, so you've been given this knowledge to help to assist others as well, to heal naturally. But maybe you're also, what I'm getting from that too is maybe you're also a natural healer. Okay, so that's that. Then we got the blue moon coming through, and then the red moon. The blue moon reminded me of the song, Blue Moon, I saw you standing alone without a dream in your heart. So that song was coming through. Smurfs were also coming through because they have a blue moon in that. Smurfs may be relevant for you. Beer may be relevant for you, or the film Blue Moon may also be relevant for you. That's coming out, or maybe they're asking you to watch that film. Okay, because that come out in 2025. I don't know if it's already been on the cinemas or whatever. You'd have to look that up. Okay, May 31st, 2026 is the new seasonal moon. So maybe a good idea to note that down. Also, the 25th, August, so the normal blue moon, the next one's May 31st next year. And then the seasonal blue moon is August the 21st, 2036. So I don't know if you can note that down somewhere, but okay, that's in the future. But they're significant, so I would watch them moons, especially with moon magic and moon, collecting moon water and things like that. 8:45 was coming through, so that was coming through as a time, but I took it as an angel number. So take that, how that resonates for you. And the last blue moon maybe it affected you. Maybe go back and see what happened on that day or whatever. But August 19 this year. So maybe looking to see if there's any significance for that. But the blue moon is when the second, it's a bit of a mouthful, the second full moon in a calendar month. So if it happens twice in that month, and it happens every 2 to 3 years, or the third or fourth full moon in a single season. Okay, so, all right. So that's when they are. Affects hormones and females, of course, because it's a moon. Yeah? And the moon is affects feminine energy, is about emotions and feelings and femininity. Okay, because it's the yin and the sun is the yang. Yep. Okay. And the sun is the masculine, doing action, so forth. Okay, Oklahoma. I can't even say it. Oklahoma may also be significant. Heart. Okay, and I also got lots of names coming through. So I got Hart, Robert, Richard, Dick, Bobby, Andrew, Hawk. So Hawk, I was thinking, could just be significant of higher perspective. Elizabeth, Witty. So, and then I got Alexis, Scott, Brian, Sophie, Chloe, Kylie, Gray, and Sonia. So Gray might be your last name. Hawk may be your last name. And then I got admiration of beauty, love story, soul music, sax, purple, joy. So the reason I wrote admiration and love story is that blue moon was a love story about an admiration of beauty. So maybe you're admiring someone's beauty, or even art, maybe you're an admiration of beauty. Someone's admiring you. But something about soul music, about sax, about flutes, about drums, about, just music in general, about harmony and symphony. So maybe you're this person that's admiring you too. Please take this how it resonates. I don't like doing love things because I don't want to draw people off where they're meant to be. Trust your discernment. So somebody could be admiring your beauty. You could be admiring somebody else's beauty. It could be a love story. This could be a love story coming in. This could be harmony in your love life, symphony in your love life. Take that however that resonates for you. Whether it's music, art, or love. Love is love, so it's different for everyone. Okay, praying for others coming through. So there's a lot of things, you've got to be careful. I don't really like to pray for others because I don't want to affect their free will. So just be sure if you are praying for others that you're not affecting someone's free will and you're not wishing ill will on others in your prayers. Adore me came through, pure gold. Or, okay, so they could even be, you could be hoping, the black crow's back again. Let's see. Okay, so maybe somebody wants you to adore them, or maybe you are adored, because I'm getting pure gold coming through that. Dream in your heart, not alone on the path. Dream in your heart. Without a dream in my heart. So that was that coming through again. So your dreams are within your heart, maybe. Look within to find your dreams. You're not alone on the path. Forward, never alone. Okay, so they were saying you're not alone on your path, and then they were also saying you've never been alone. You're never alone. Cover up or conspiracy. So being open to love, to warmth, to joy, to happiness. It is on the way to you right now. Okay, and when that channeled message come through, I got shivers all over my body. It was sort of like an epiphany, or I don't know, but it felt right maybe. So trust that your happiness is on its way to you. And it was like right now. That's when it actually maybe sunk in or made me feel a certain way. Okay, Dusk Till Dawn coming through. So that was a horror film from 1999. Oh, no. Yeah, 1999. But then I got horror Heretic. So Heretic's also a movie that may be significant for you. It's fairly new. Chaos drama, Death Proof. You're death proof. So don't worry. They may have been doing death magic on you, but don't worry because you're death proof. So I wrote down death proof, and they said you are death proof. So so they're desperate now. They're doing death. So I think they've been doing death magic because they're desperate, because they know God's wrath is coming through. Because I was getting conjuring weapons of black magic, lust, sexual desire, devil energy coming through. So trying to hold you hostage to yourself, coming through, which the divine is saying it's criminal. Star-crossed lovers unknowingly seeking one another. So that coming through again. 7 coming through, missionaries that you are both missionaries. You unknowingly are seeking out each other. You're relying on your faith to get, you're both relying on faith to get you through. Okay. And your sentence served, one condemned for their action. This was channel message. Sentence served, one condemned for their actions against the divine chosen ones. Back off for your own good, or else face the dire consequences of your actions. So severe warning for those who are going against the divine chosen ones, to back off. Otherwise, there's going to be dire consequences for your actions. Okay, and 2004 was coming through with that, around that time of the message. Okay. Lone traveller, taking the road less travelled. So you lone traveller, taking load less travelled, seeking wisdom from within. You're the sage, the mystic, the shaman, the medicine woman, the waysayer. So the waysayer, I think that's how it's called, the person that shows the way. Okay. Number 111 coming through then, and I think 111 come out earlier as well, so that's twice it came through. The number 10 coming through, and the number 101 coming through. So one's definitely significant, new beginnings being significant, end of chapter, start of new chapter. Mushrooms and buttons being significant. This came out yesterday, it's coming back out again. I don't know how that resonates, but take that however that resonates from you. Maybe button mushrooms are significant, because there's button mushrooms as well. Sound of music coming through. Okay, this resonated a lot. You know, my favourite things it talks about, these are a few of my favourite things. And she talks about when the dogs bite, when the bee stings, she just remembers her favourite things. And the divine was telling me to tell you to make a list. You know, make a list of your favourite things, so you can refer to them in times of struggle and challenges, so they can uplift you. You can also listen to music to uplift you, or to, you know, positive music, uplifting songs, also positive affirmations and energetic frequencies that uplift you as well. Snowflakes and speaking to the water. So that was coming through, like the guy that, you know, got a glass of water and then he spoke love into the water or whatever. So maybe doing that and drinking it, sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, so that was coming through. Your budget was coming through, so that may be significant. Maybe to do with your budget, like maybe this is gonna affect your budget. I don't know. So, but budget was coming in with that. Okay. Take the sting out of life with life's little pleasures. So take the sting out of life with life little pleasures. So going out and getting a cuppa, going for a walk, enjoying the sounds of nature, any little things that you can do, even catching up with friends if you have really good friends, taking a dog for a walk, spending time just loving on your dog, loving on your children, doing fun things, in bringing joy and happiness into your life. Shoot north came through, so direct yourself on a winter breeze. I don't know why that come through, but north, so maybe Arctic coming through, but shooting north, so maybe even traveling north, or going, your north node, it could be as well. Wings, feathers, signs from God and the angels. So you may be seeing feathers or wings, and they're signs from God and the angels. The third eye's awakened, reflecting or reflect, needing to reflect. Mermaids came through 3 times, and when I was doing the channel messages and pre-shuffle. So mermaids are definitely significant. Maybe you need to get out to water. Maybe you need to get out to a body of water, to the beach, especially, because I'm pretty sure mermaids live in the beach. I don't know, but that's what I think. Lightning, so the thunder and the lightning and God's wrath was coming through there. The protective sigils was coming through. Lightning crashes was coming through. So that song by Live, if you have not listened to it, please listen to it. It's very powerful. It talks about, in my eyes, it talks about the birth of an earth angel, the birth of you. It talks about reincarnation from an old soul or a mother into a new soul. I don't know why I was getting old soul and new soul, because the soul is the age. It doesn't change. It doesn't go from an old soul into a new soul, I don't think. But that was coming through. So, okay, so reincarnation. So one person, an old lady, mother dying, and the new child coming through. If you listen to the song, you can understand. Also, blue eyes coming in. And also I got the notion that you may be sensing death, or sensing a rebirth, or sensing energies, angels, spirit guides around you. That you are an exclusive soul, a rare and beautiful being. Seeing back in time to a new beginning, or something. It's something about going back in time to a new beginning. Maybe you need to reflect on something to bring in the new beginning, or you need to go back. I don't know why that came through, but you are a rare and beautiful being. Break free. You are the one. They're saying you are the one. Okay. Break free of the restrictions. I'm getting that. Break free of the restrictions, the programming, and that whatever people have told you, you are the one. Okay. To fulfill this path, I'm getting hummingbird significant, roses significant, hibiscus significant. So take that if that resonates for you, if you've been seeing those things. Back to the 80s, dream of sunlight on your face. Okay, so the 80s may be significant to you. Maybe you're born in the 80s, and then 1988, maybe you're born in 1988, or someone's born in 1988, or that's significant for you. Darkness ends. Darkness is going to end. They can sense it. It's coming. Cry, little sister. So take that how that resonates for me. For you, it could be that a feminine is actually going to be crying, because they can sense that their downfall is coming, that their karma is coming. A warrior forged in the fire returns. So I feel like you're uprising, you're returning from the fires of hell. Okay. Feel the earth shake and the rivers run. Breathe, the passage of time is here, beloved. Okay, so maybe you can feel that, this karmic retribution coming. But breathe, the passage of time is here, beloved. So your time of abundance and prosperity is here. The karmic injustice, is being paid now for everyone. Whether you've done good or bad, or however you see it, whether your intentions were pure or not, it's coming back. down the rabbit hole on an adventure. Alice in Wonderland coming through. So maybe you're going on an adventure now. You're choosing a new path and unleashing the power within. Making the necessary plans to move on. Focus on what matters, okay? Celtic Knights of the Realm came through. That's not actually anything, it's just how it came through. But I got the thinning of the veil between the worlds, magical realms, the Celtic lore, fighting, protection. Oh, no, okay, that's the bird. So a journey to the spiritual magical realms is in store for you. Be brave and trust yourself in and the divine helpers. So you may be astro traveling, or you may be somehow journeying to the magical realms, journeying to the spirit realm, connecting to the spirit realm, however that resonates for you. But just trust, trust yourself and trust in the divine. Prepare, helpers, okay? Prepare for your pilgrimage into the 3 realms of consciousness, okay? So they're just saying be prepared, honour the flow of your emotions, honour the spark within, quantum leaping into your future self, okay? So you must be timeline jumping, I think. Surrendering to the truth. Okay, and then I got surrendering to the truth, letting it go, let it flow. So maybe you have an epiphany of something that you need to let go, that you need to let flow, like a deep dive, flowing, letting the emotions flow, letting go of something, surrendering something. Protect your energy. You are the creator of your life. Use it wisely, protect it well. Okay, with boundaries and amulets. So I spoke about that earlier. Steely focus on what it is you want, your potentials and your possibilities. What is calling you home? What are you being guided to do? Okay, move ahead even though there's going to be challenges. It'll be challenging. Just dig back into those positive affirmations, dig back into those good songs, dig back into that list, and bring humour into this situation. Try and laugh about what it is, try and see the positive in the situation. Clowns may also be significant because that came out again today. Laughter heals all wounds, so get out, laugh, get into nature, play music, and it's got laughter heals all wounds and heartbreak. So I feel like there's going to be either something heartbreaking, or you're digging deep down into the heartbreak from the past, and letting that go, releasing that. Meditate, contemplate under a full moon, the blue moon, okay? So make sure you do that. No, you can do whatever you like. I think it will be beneficial, especially with creativity flow. Shamanic flute, pipe, drum, and coming through. And then it made me think of The Proposal. I absolutely love that show. It's got Sandra Bullock in it. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's so funny. And there's a part in that where the grandmother does drumming, shamanic drumming in the forest or whatever, and then she does this really funny. Oh, this reminds me of that actually. Really funny song. Just watch it. It's really funny. And in that movie, it's about fake it until you make it came through. Do it your way. So maybe fake the happiness until it actually flows. But do it your way. Okay. So yeah, in that movie, I don't want to tell you the story because then it will give it away. So just watch it. It's really good. Magic, I Believe I Can Fly, coming through that song, I Believe I Can Fly. Believe your magic and fly away. Spread your wings and fly away. Okay. So that's self-explanatory. Michael Jackson did also sing that song. It was by R. Kelly, I think, but he actually sang it as well. And that talked about running through an open door. Believe you can fly, running through an open door. So, it gives me this sort of thing that you're walking through the door, you're going into your new timeline. So the live song and the Michael Jackson I Believe I Can Fly is fairly significant because I actually dreamed about those as well. So I feel they're significant. 18th, so Michael Jackson might also be significant in somewhere or another. And music and the stage show and that. 18th of November 2022, also coming through the last message I got. So that date may be significant to you. Maybe I don't think you were born then. Maybe one of your children are born then, or maybe that date's significant to you in some way. Okay, I just got when all the chaos started. Okay, I don't know why that come through. Okay. Okay, this did come through. I just had to get this out for some reason. This card came through, you know, knowing that you are loved and protected at all times. You're always being protected and you always will be protected. You just know that anything that does get through to you, like any black magic and all that, if it does get through to you, God's letting it get through to serve a purpose, you know. But you're protected. Please don't worry about the black magic. Just protect yourself. Do your bit, actually. Okay. Oh, what's sticking up? So we have light worker. So, and transformation. So I assume that you're a light worker. This is a light worker's channel. And you're going through a transformation right now. Okay, so passions, follow your passions. We have the horse, so you may be seeing horses. Follow your passions into serendipity with the baboon. Yes, it's a baboon. It's got monkey, but okay. Panda with balance. I might read this one because I don't get this often. So if you identify with the panda totem, you're likely very aware of your environment and the energies around you. So yeah, I think this is you're sensing things right now. Make sure you learn how to keep your emotional balance. Okay, so you also might be picking up other people's emotions. Make sure you're cleansing that energy out regularly. Get out in nature. Do your protective bubble. Smudge, however you can do that. Okay, you may feel like you need strong material and physical comfort to feel at ease in your life. The panda reminds you to nurture your energies to restore true inner balance. Okay, so nurture the fun, nurture, you know, whatever it is that you need, give that to yourself, you know, but make sure it's balanced, bring balance in. So with self-love and everything, just make sure you're balanced in whatever. The crow coming out again, this is the only card that come out in the pre-shuffle. That was magic. There's definitely magic happening right now, magic around you. Crows may also be significant as well. Birds in general, look, we have another two birds. So we have owl and eagle, wisdom and perspective. Get a higher perspective of things and trust your inner guidance, trust your wisdom, trust your intuition. Trust that you do have a higher perspective of things, that you can see things clearly. These are the pathways to magic. This was one of the things that the messages that I got through this deck was significant. So we'll pull a couple of cards from here. Okay, on the bottom we have... okay. I just laughed because this reminded me of a dream I had. Reincarnation, reincarnation, there we go. Confirmation of the channeled message. You are the manifestation of divine energy and that lives on forever. Okay, so your soul is limitless. It's eternal. You will live on forever. Okay, and then we have altar. If you don't have an altar, set one up to pay tribute to your ancestors, to your loved ones, to do spell work. Good, you know, please, spell work of the highest good of all, the highest intentions, highest intention for good. Your sacred space is calling you for reflection, meditation, or spell work. So spell work's also using, I think, that using herbs and that. So we talked about herbs that can benefit you right now. Even using spell work with the herbs that I've mentioned. I don't know. The one yesterday talked about spell work, but the one today didn't say anything about spell work, but maybe you could see what that's good for. Maybe intention settings for health. You could use it for. Candle magic may be significant. Also smudging, clearing the area. Also with music. So you don't always have to use smudge. You can use vibrational frequencies that cleanse the house. I don't know actually what that is offhand. I think it's got a 4, a 1 and a 7 in it, but just don't quote me. Also offering up tributes and doing it under the moon. So there's definitely, something about meditating under a full moon, reflecting, affirming, setting intentions, and even doing spell work, if that's what you would like to do. Trust the universe to open answers to you visually or intuitively. Be patient, it will come to you. Okay, so trust that the divine is trying to get a message to you. Trust the divine will get the message to you. Whatever you're asking, be open to asking the divine for help. Trust your intuition, be patient, and it will come. The answers will come. Just trust. You may also use the Ankh as a protective symbol. You can draw that on your body. You can buy a necklace on AliExpress, Temu, or any other platform, but they're ones that may be a little bit cheaper. Etsy, you could get stuff off. A wand may be significant in your spell work. Create your magical wand now, but if you already have one, it's calling you to be loved. So use use positive. That's giving me use positive affirmations. Use intention setting. Cleanse and clear your chakras. Connect to the divine. Actually, I'm feeling to get another one or two of these. Gems also may be significant, like emerald, citrine, calcite, selenite. So this as an amplifier and I think it's protection as well. Snake. Sex. Sexuality is a spice of life. Learn new ways of expressing yourself in creative love play. Okay. So sensuality, sex. So maybe I'm just getting like even self-expression, like so maybe spicing up your love life, bringing more love into the situation, maybe choosing different ways to express yourself, or finding what works for the both of you in expressing your love. It doesn't have to be through sex. Okay, the clown coming through again, confirmation. Okay, humour. Laughter heals the deepest of sorrows. Allow it to enter your life. Okay, dreams. Now is a perfect time to start recalling your dreams if you haven't done so already. So start a dream journal if you don't have one. You can keep it beside you, or even just a notepad, and write down the dreams that you get. Also the emotions in the dreams, like if you felt scared or fearful or happy or joyous or whatever, write those down as well. Write the date, even the time, if you wake up, Animism. You together with all life forces, whether inanimate or animate, are imbued with the divine. So So made of form or not of form. I think those words mean. So, okay, so everything is imbued with spirit and with the energy pretty much. So anything that has form and anything that doesn't have form is energy. Okay. So frogs may be significant. I'm getting the life cycle may be significant. Cycling again, the life cycle. So the death and rebirth is coming through with the frog as well. So you're definitely, like, I think it's you going through a death and a rebirth. But that's an adult frog. I'm getting adult frog too, like, so you've woken up, you've blossomed into your true authentic self. I'm getting espat at the bottom. Call upon the power of the goddess by taking part in an espat or doing your own espat right. Okay, I don't know enough. I haven't researched enough into the different Wiccan cycles and stuff. So maybe look that up, the espat. Maybe bats are significant too. Maybe looking up the symbology of a bat. Green is earth magic as well, coming through with the green. There's a lot of green here. Heart. So, but I think you're releasing, like you're going through a heart activation or a heart cleansing, a purification of the heart. So just let those emotions flow when they come up. Deal with them. Don't push them back down. Okay, so we already have these out: passage, chaos, success, and knowledge. So knowing that you can succeed through this chaos, you will get through this chaos. You just need to listen to the messages that have come out today about keeping your focus, staying diligent, and not getting distracted, and believing yourself, knowing your true self, and digging deep into humour, bringing humour back into the situation, and going within stillness, getting out in nature, being still, listening to the divine, reflecting on things, reflecting where you want to go, what plans you want to make, what makes you happy, what brings you freedom, and a soul life activation. I reckon you're going through an activation, heart activation as well, heart awakening. Fairies being significant here. This is a maypole too, so maybe you're born in May, maybe you're born on the 1st of May, that's May Day. Tulips may be significant as well. Are they're tulips? Yeah, they're tulips. Swans also may be significant because I've seen swans a couple of times. Horses, Pegasus, unicorns. I know that's a Pegasus, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Pegasus. So Pegasus and horses coming through. Eagles, hawks, birds. Okay, spring could be significant as well. We've just stepped into spring here in Australia, so you could be from Australia or somewhere near on the southern hemisphere. So I'm getting open up to freedom or coming into freedom, focusing on the happiness, focusing on your wisdom, your joy, your purity, your divination, your manifestation. Yeah, okay, and your power. Knowing that you are powerful and you have dragons that are watching over you, protecting your light. Okay. What are we at 48? The tetrahedron may be significant. I've been looking at that a couple of times. So geometric symbols. Lapis lazuli, that is too, and that's really a good stone for psychic development and stuff. So, and other things, so maybe that's significant for you. Might even be protection too. I'm not sure, you have to look that up, I can't remember. I don't have my crystal book here. Oh, nothing wants to come out today of this deck. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Okay, on the bottom we have power. We just had power with the... Where did it go? Oh, on the bottom. Oh, I just dropped... Oh my goodness. On the bottom there was prosperity. So prosperity is coming in. That wanted to flick out. But we had, I was saying we had power. So we have... maybe I'll leave that out because it's significant. What is that one sticking out? Wanting to come out? Change. So change is coming. You're transforming at this time to bring in this change. Koi fish might also be significant. Going with the flow is significant. Fairy is significant again. Fairy lights may be significant. Got that. Okay, so I forgot to say, we didn't talk about this one. 8, prosperity coming through again with number 8. I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. So you're not underestimating that you're a magical being anymore, that you're a spiritual being, that you're limitless, and that you're eternal. And that you're bringing, with this power, with this self-love and you standing in your power, you're bringing your manifestations in. You're bringing these new beginnings and this transformation. Okay, we have card 19 and 9. 2 9s are definitely significant. I forgot to say that. There was 1999 coming through in the channeled messages. So 9s are definitely significant. It's 919 here, so that you may be seeing that number too. 4s are also significant. We have 444 here. So this come out in the pre-shuffle, this card. Okay, so this says your energy is valuable. Protect it well. Set up boundaries. Stay strong. Stay connected. And get that amulet. Get that protective sigil that you want to put on your body. So whether you wear it on a necklace, on a ring, on a bracelet, however, whatever is calling you. Growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. You're no longer unconscious. You're waking up to who you are, waking up to what's really going on and growing and healing. Just have patience and know that it's a process. Wolves may also be significant. That caught my eye. And snakes. Maybe you're seeing snakes as well. Oh, they're those flowers too. That's what they look like. The calendula flowers. So another confirmation with that. Okay. I'll take these 3 because they're sticking out. Okay, so we have Peacekeeper. A harmonious resolution is possible. Something that you need to speak your voice about. Somebody, I'm getting somebody might have a huff and tuff about it, like you know what I mean? So, but you need to speak your voice. And this situation will be resolved as long as you speak your voice, you speak your truth, and not bring conflict into the situation. Be the peacekeeper. Okay? That doesn't mean be weak. You still speak your truth, but do it in a loving and caring manner. See beyond the current situation. Look into your future. Getting a higher perspective, seeing things differently, seeing success, seeing happiness, seeing joy, seeing freedom. Don't look to the current situation or your current emotions to guide you. See beyond the situation, see beyond the current situation. Use you may be blocked from seeing what it is that you need to see right now. You need to go within to see. Use your intuition, use your 6 senses to get you through. See beyond the veil. Okay, see beyond the illusions. And trust in the divine, trust in your angels. Look for feathers. Feathers are significant. Maybe they're leaving you feathers to show that you are not alone. and that you are connected in the web of life. Everything is connected. Everything is happening for a reason. That symbol too is coming through on this card. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so hexagons may be significant. Tetrahedrons. The moon cycles are definitely significant. Your third eye is significant. Intuition's significant. And your guardian angels are significant. Shaman, trust in higher forces on the bottom too. Okay, so trust that you won't be led astray, that you are being guided by higher forces. Just need to stay on your true north. Follow your true north. Follow where you're guided to go. Follow your inner wisdom to get you through. All right, and I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope this gave you some clarity, and I will see you in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe if this message resonated with you. Okay, bye. Have a good day.